All right now, we live. You're welcome to, if you have another device, to share it on your page.
Yeah.
So it should be on my page now. Hey y'all, come on, tune in. Come on, tune in. Let us know where you are watching from, and we're gonna get this thing started. We're not gonna wait too long. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yes, come on in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from, what city you in. I'm in Houston, Houston, Texas, the good old H town. So,
Just left there too. It's a
yeah,
nice.
man. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it
You
was
like it?
good. Yeah, I like the wall, the water wall. I don't know
Oh
what it's
yeah,
called.
yeah, yeah. The waterfowl. I know what you're talking about.
It's real
That's
nice,
all
real
right.
nice.
Come on now. One more minute, we're gonna get started because they can watch the replay.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Yes, come on in, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. God bless y'all. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Self Love Journey Conversations with Shei Atkins, where we learn how to have a healthy relationship with ourselves, where everyone's story matters, where I talk to people from different walks of life to share their journey and to share their testimony to let you know that you are not alone. Because sometimes all you need is that one testimony, that one thing to just get you over that hump, to get you over that hill, and let you know that God is still healing. He's still delivering. He's still working miracles. He will bring you out. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Hey, that is it. Desiree,
Yep,
you know her.
yep. That's my
All right
best
now.
friend.
Hey, Desiree, thank you for tuning in. So thank y'all for tuning in. Tonight I have Phoenix Versatile on the show. Phoenix Versatile. I was made aware of her about what was it? I guess about 2 years now. She reached
Yep.
out for a feature, and so
Yeah.
of course when somebody reach out for a feature, you're gonna say, okay, who is this? Let me go see what's going on. And so I went and checked out her music, and when I tell you she's such an amazing artist, she's been supporting me, supporting the Self Love Journey for the past couple of years. And when I tell you she has just an international vibe, um, if she's not international, yes, she will be because she just talented, gifted. Her voice is so unique, like unlike any other. She stands out. She's very unique, and you might get a chance to hear this wonderful voice in the end. But that's how I was made aware of her, and so I just wanted her to share her journey because I know she has a testimony. Hey, and I don't know how to say that. I don't even want to say it wrong, but hey, girl, Miss Ellison, thank you for tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into your journey, your story, your testimony, and
Okay.
let's encourage somebody.
Okay. So pretty much, I'm from North Carolina, a little small town, New Bern, North Carolina. But I was born in Morehead City, North Carolina. So that's like right there on the East Coast by the ocean. Um, and which is a very, very, very small town.
Yeah.
So I was born from a 16-year-old woman. Um, who at the time was really, really struggling really, really hard. So in my life, I ended up getting broken away from my family really, really young.
Yeah.
I have siblings, but I was the firstborn, and you know how social service system works and everything. So I ended up, being put into foster homes. And my mother had two more kids after that, but they didn't have to get into foster homes. But I was in a foster home and I stayed in quite a few. And then I ended up in the home that I pretty much stayed in and was raised in with a wonderful, wonderful family that was in church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
And
a blessing.
the great thing is it was my family from the other side. So it was a blessing because they didn't want me to just get tossed out, and you know how that can be, especially with social services. They'll have your kids going all the way across the country. And then
That's
when they
right.
turn 18, you can't get them anymore. You can't find them. And
Yeah,
so I ended up in foster, and I stayed in the foster system pretty much until I ended up getting adopted. But I did do visitations with my mother, and I did it quite often. You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you this while we on that. How was that? What was that like? Was there any kind of disappointment? Was it happiness, joy? What was it like?
A
Going.
lot. It was a lot of disappointment, confusion. Um, I spent a lot of time depressed because of it, and it was like a silent depression. And a lot of people that go through depression, they may not always show it, and some people
Yeah,
have a good way of covering it up. And I have like a sense of humor, so oftentimes I would joke off, a lot, and it would kind of hide the emotions that I was really feeling
yeah,
at the time. So I mean, being in a place where these are not your real siblings, this is not
yeah.
your real biological mother, and even though they're family, a person wants to be connected to what they were born from.
That's right.
And oftentimes I would see people and they'd have their mother and their father, and those types of things would kind of make me extremely depressed. Like I just wanted to be
Yeah,
up under my mom. And that's something I didn't say that before because I struggled in that area of not wanting to make the people who adopted me feel as though I felt ungrateful.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to
I
you,
know
but
what you mean.
it so I held a lot of stuff in, a
Yeah,
whole lot of stuff in,
yeah,
and would just live life.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it became more of a struggle to me because at the age of 16 years old, my mother passed away. And
Mm,
and this is crazy, but in my mind, I will always say when I turn 18 years old, because that's you're on your own, I'm gonna go and spend time with her, and I'm going to try to see if I can make her better because she also struggled with addiction, with crack cocaine and maybe some other drugs as well. And so with that situation, that kind of held social service, from giving her back to me, which I feel like, kind of made her a little bit depressed.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I know she loved me, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
love I loved her too, but I contained a lot of those emotions up because of confusion. You know how that works.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But when she died, I was 16 years old. At that point in time, those emotions are out of whack. And to try to hold in so much of a combustion, I don't know if
yeah,
that's the word that I need to say, but I didn't, when I found out, I didn't cry,
yeah,
but my insides were.
yeah,
I
yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense, but I really held it back. I
yeah,
held it back, which caused a lot of pressure on the inside of me. And I believe that was like the first time that my personality altered because
mm,
you have to try to hold in all these emotions. You can't do that
yeah. I
eventually.
was gonna ask you, is it any reason why you felt like you had to hold it back? Because it might be somebody watching who holding in some stuff, and it's like, why are you holding all this stuff in?
I think it was more or less of me. I'm a nice person and I don't want to come across, as being ungrateful, being
Okay.
mean, being selfish, being inconsiderate. And that's always been my personality. But my ability to explain sometimes, or be able to talk about things that may hurt me
Yeah.
is hard. It's hard.
Mm,
You know, it,
wow.
it was really hard for me. And I think that's the first breaking point. That's the point where I needed to do something.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I needed to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something. The blessing behind this is that I was raised in church. And so the
Yeah.
only person that I really knew I could talk to was God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff you just can't really, you can't talk about it to other people. And sometimes you don't need to because they might curse you more than bless you.
I know.
You get where I'm coming from? So it was a depressing moment. So I think that's what really put me into music, because
Yeah.
if you can't do nothing else, you can take a pen or a piece of paper, and it's just like writing in your journal. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
It's just like writing in a journal. And so I started writing,
Yeah.
like like sporadically, just started writing songs to try to alleviate. That became a way for me to pour out my personal way of lamenting or crying,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
to just write down as much as I possibly could my feelings, because maybe one day it'll bless somebody else. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe the words that I sing may help somebody else to recover a lot quicker than it took me to recover.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from? So
Yeah.
that was like a major setback in my life, but it was also a push forward for
Yeah.
me, because I would have never birthed the gift that I have today had those events not have happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, that was that struggle like that took me out
Wow.
100%. But after that, I struggled a lot behavior wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine. My mama ain't gonna never, she'll never tell me I was bad. I even tried to get her to tell me I was bad, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
she would always just say, no, it was just that, you were this or you were that, and just try to keep me from saying it to myself. I really felt like I was kind of bad.
But sometimes um when you notice somebody's operating from their wounds, sometimes you don't see it like that. You see them more in pain
And that's what I
versus bad
think.
because I'm sure you had a good heart.
Yeah. And she
So
did too. The things that she did, I mean, she went out of her way to just try to make me excellent. And I mean, I would be bad in school. I flunked the third and the fourth grade, you know what I'm saying? Like just
yeah.
clowning. I didn't want nobody to see my hurt. I was just clowning in class. And I mean, she understood it. She had patience, you know.
Wow.
And I mean, for me not to be her biological child, she had a lot of patience and put a lot of effort, put a lot of dedication into forming and fashion, even when
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. But I always honored her, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I still do today.
Yeah.
Honor her because of all of that. But
Mhm.
church and her really got me to a point where I could maintain. I like went into the military because I felt like I ain't had no control.
Wow.
So I went into the army in like 1996. I went
Wow.
into the army, enlisted in there to try to get some self control, and I felt like I would have probably been bad off had I not have made that move. I had already done got pregnant 2 times, Shay.
Oh yeah.
2 times by then. So
Wow.
I was literally on the road of messing up really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah. Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. But something
And
told you go do this.
yeah, I had to. I had to. And so I enlisted in the military, got myself a little bit of discipline, a little bit of structure, and it kind of taught me how to balance out. It helped me to balance out my emotions. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Because
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
turned 18, I started lashing out, getting disorderly conducts. My mama don't know that, so if she watching, she about to find out today.
Yeah. 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 That's all right. That's all right.
But I mean, I was lashing out. I didn't know how to deal with my emotions at that time. Several other people that were very important to me had already passed away as well. My
Wow.
mother's brother had passed away,
Yeah.
and he was very influential in my life when it came down to music, because he was a singer himself and
Come on.
well known. So
Wow.
quartet music. And so I used to look up to him. And when he passed away, it was like another chunk of my heart. So
Yeah.
can you imagine getting taken away from your mother? And that's already, it gives you a spirit of abandonment.
That's
You
right.
get where I'm coming from? You start feeling
Yeah.
abandoned. Like, why ain't I with my siblings? And I'm limited to how much time I can spend with them. You get visitations, and when that visitation is over, you gone and you can't go back over there. You know, you just you don't have your own life to make those decisions until you turn 18. And I thought
Yeah.
I would make it there, and I just didn't. You know,
Wow.
she passed away. That took
Yeah.
a lot out of me.
I
But
know.
it really did. But when I moved after I got out of the military, I moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And that I stayed here
By
pretty much.
yourself?
And yeah, me and my I had a daughter that was 3 months.
Okay.
My piano playing. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Um,
can't hear that.
I had a daughter that was 3 months old, so I packed my daughter up
Yeah.
and moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was for some things I'd probably rather not talk about.
Wow. Okay.
But however, I thank God that it led me here to
Okay.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that's where I met my husband.
Wow.
And that was like a blessing in my life. He's um, almost 13 years older than me,
Uh-huh.
which is a big, it's a big difference in age, in maturity, in thought, in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
When I met him, he was at church. And the funny
Wow.
thing is, he was in church looking for women, and I was in church as a musician. Well,
Oh
coming
yeah.
to be a musician, I was trying to fit in a church, get in some church because I
Yeah.
wasn't in North Carolina at my original church. So I came there, and he was in the choir. Now, Shay, my husband can't sing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. All of the stuff that y'all see when we do our anniversary songs
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
praise the Lord for auto tune and all of the other things that we use
Yeah. Yeah.
to make it right. He can't sing at all, but he was in the choir. Okay.
Yeah. That's
And
funny.
I was teaching him a choir song. I was teaching him a choir song. And somebody was off. So,
Uh-uh.
right. And you know
And it
how
was
that
me.
works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I felt like I knew it because he was too excited.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I just I divided it into sections to
Yeah.
hear which section was off. And
Uh-oh.
after the soprano sung, the alto sung. So then I
Yeah.
got to the tenor section, and I was like, all right, tenors, y'all sing. So they all sung together, and I started hearing the off notes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Rusty? I started hearing the notes, right? So I was
Yeah.
gonna divide the men and have half of them sing so I can find it and put that person on pitch.
Yeah.
Halfway through me getting ready to divide, he just stopped and said, listen, baby, it's me. I
Yeah.
can't sing.
Yeah. That is so funny.
And it was funny because from there, it was like we became really, really, really good friends. And
But let
at
me
the
ask
time,
you this. When you came to uh Milwaukee or whatever, like what had you done with that pain? Like, from your mother passing, your uncle passing and stuff like that. And what was your mentality like when it come to actually relationships?
I took it with me. I took it with me, Shay. I'm gonna share something, and I think that this is very important for everybody. A lot of people feel like that when they move from out of a place, then they can get rid of those problems that they having. I
Yeah.
tried to move because I felt like if I started over here, all them problems that I had back there would go away. But we got a thing called a mind, and it stores every single thing, man, that we
Mhm.
remember, our thoughts, our imaginations, and
That's
all of that,
right.
right? So I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna leave and all this would be over, but I came here with the same mind.
Wow.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna start a new life and I'm gonna do it all brand new. I got here with the same mentality. It
Mhm.
wasn't until I met my husband that I believe healing started taking place. It was the first time that I felt whole.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that can nobody take away. You know, when you feel abandoned, sometimes it causes you to cling to whatever you can,
That's right.
hold on to whatever you can, And when it breaks away, or when it tears away, that thing hurts and it leaves you even
Mhm.
more crippled, because that became something that indirectly became your God. My
That's right.
mom, my uncle, they became like my God. That was my
Yeah.
target. And eventually I worshiped the idea of one day doing, being around her and all of that. And we have to
Yeah.
watch out for that.
That's
Sometimes,
so true.
right. You got to make sure that you're not worshiping the thing that you long.
That's
And
true.
that's what I felt like I was doing. It was a strong desire. So when she passed away, it was like something got ripped for me, and I'm still holding or reaching out my arms, still believing and hoping that could come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
I met my husband. He knew. I talked to him,
Yeah.
openly about my situation in my life. And at the
Mhm.
time, he wasn't even really saved or living a saved life. I
Yeah.
had been in church my whole life, but there's a difference between being in church and actually being the church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Come
knew
on.
the formalities. I knew how to act churchy. I know all of the moves. I can
Yeah. Yeah.
shout. I can speak in tongues. I do all the stuff that make you look holy. But I was
Yeah.
lacking that real relationship,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
understand, with
Yeah.
God. And a man that wasn't even raised in church, wasn't even into church, had
Yeah.
to show me God.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't
Yeah.
even saved. Now, I had been praying for him because he would drink and he would do all sorts of things. And we
Yeah.
had
Yeah. Yeah.
struggles for the first, 5 to 7 years. And I would go in the bathroom and do my religious prayer and go in
Yeah.
all into tongues and wail. And yes, that does work and it does help.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't until he got saved that he showed me Jesus in a new light. I was
Wow.
able to drop a lot of the burdens that I had. You get where
Mm.
I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Because some of the things that you look for, sometimes you may think that it is your mother or that person that got snatched away, but really all we really looking for is love. Love
Yes.
cover a multitude of all of them
Yeah.
faults and all of
Yeah.
those dispositions, those displacements and all of that stuff. You get where I'm coming from? So
Yeah.
so I was missing love, but I thought I was missing my mother. I thought I was missing my uncle. I thought that I wanted those things. But when I
Yeah.
finally met love, not my
Come on.
husband, but when I finally met love, and God can use a donkey, he can use a rock, he can use whatever he wants. That man wasn't even right. And he showed me God. That's why you got to be careful and look for God in places that you least expect it, and watch out that you're not entertaining an angel inappropriately.
Wow. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that man saved, that man got me really saved. And
Wow.
I'm,
And what
I'm
what was he doing? What was he doing? Like, once he got for real about that thing, what was it about his love that was just breaking you down and just helping heal your heart?
it was unconditional. It
Yeah.
it was that man loves me when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I be wrong. Sometimes women can be wrong. We may
That's
think
right.
we're
That's right.
not. He loved me when I was wrong. He loves me when I'm right. He supports me in everything I did. When I decided that I was going to start my own label, and just take everything and throw it in there, and when I decided that I was going to start um, my my own like little studio and all of that stuff, um, this man backed me up. I mean, supported me. I
Yeah.
wasn't working; he was working.
Yeah.
And we had to start from the bottom, and there were struggles. And I was in that studio until 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning trying to make something, you know what I'm saying, that could
Yeah.
bring in revenue and recording people. I didn't care. I was trying to make that revenue and get up. You know
Yeah.
how it is. You
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
really
Hello?
hustling and you hustling, and I was hustling. This is
Yeah.
1999. Back in those days, it was hard.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't
Yeah.
have none of that. And this
Yeah.
man was footing the bill, making what, $11 an hour,
Yeah.
supporting the household and supporting my vision and my ministry, like those
Wow.
types of things. He's
Wow.
selfless. He does
Yeah.
he gives. That man gives. And
Wow.
the Bible says, you know, that a man should treat his wife like Christ did the
It's
church,
the
right?
church. Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
an ultimate sacrifice. There are a lot of things that my husband wanted, a lot
Yeah.
of things that he wanted. You know, men want stuff.
Yeah. He wanted it, and he
Sacrificed so much. And I'm gonna tell you
sacrificed.
another nugget. I had one daughter, and I was pregnant with my second daughter, and he took me in, took my daughter in, and helped me raise my other daughter
Wow.
selflessly. Those
Yeah.
those types of things you can't
Yeah.
find that.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
hard,
Yeah, it is.
especially now because so many people have painted such a negative image when it comes down to marriage. Like,
So
yes,
true.
you will have rocky times, you will have
Yeah.
struggles, you will have some
Yeah.
situations. We done boxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't beat them, but you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
did it all. We've been in the lows together and
Yeah.
we've been in the highs together. We've struggled, we've been broke, hungry,
Yeah.
fed,
Yeah.
just didn't feed ourselves, homeless a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the struggle has been real. And in our lowest moment, and this is funny, me and my husband was about to get a divorce. We was about to end it all, throw in the towel.
Yeah.
And God spoke to my husband and told him, start a church. We was about to get a divorce. And he told him to start a church. My husband, being angry in the whole nine, woke me up out of my sleep and said, "Hey, we starting a church." Now,
Wow.
I said, "Okay." You
Oh.
don't have an idea of what you get yourself into. I
Yeah.
turned over and went back to sleep, kind of
Yeah.
thinking it was a dream, but this man
Yeah.
was serious.
He
He
was for real.
went from 0 to 100 like that for God. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I mean, as women, we supposed to support it, but the struggle was hard because I still had a music career and he had a ministry that we were going to start.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
On our anniversary, we decided that we were going to start the ministry.
Wow.
And instead of going and celebrating, we took everything that we had and started a ministry. And I say ministry, not church, even though, you know, that I want to make a difference between the two. I want to show the difference between the two. We are a ministry. We not just stuck in four walls. We got people who have gifts on the inside of the ministry that
Yeah.
could do that could be effective for the kingdom
Yeah.
outside of those walls. So we do a lot more outreach than I would say just your traditional going to the four wall, you shout for two
Yeah.
hours,
Yeah. Yeah.
go
Yeah.
home and get some
Yeah.
chicken because that you got to eat chicken at the church.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
something that you got to do. But I mean, it's different. We want to reach people, and you can't reach people. I tell people this: you cannot. It's nowhere in the world you can say you caught a fish if you went to the store and bought it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so some people will get a person that came from one ministry and then they came to your ministry and they
Mhm.
probably was messy in the other ministry. Now they about to bring their
Yeah.
mess to the other ministry, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not what our focal point is in our ministry. Our
Yeah.
ministry is to go. Let's be the first ones at the prison when they get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's be the
Yeah.
first one when they get out of that rehab. Let's make it there and catch a
Yeah.
hold to them people and see
Wow.
if we can change their life before they get back out there and get tempted. If you're
Yeah.
tempted by the tempter and you don't have the things to sustain you, you will fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
always. So our
That's right.
ministry is different, and it was hard for me because I have a different personality. So
Yeah.
first ladies have a certain type of demeanor that they're supposed
Yeah.
to have,
Yeah.
and that it just ain't me, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It
feel you.
ain't me. So I came to church first Sunday. We all in blue jeans.
Yeah. Yeah.
First,
Yeah.
first service that we opened up, we all in blue jeans. We
And
went and
what's the
got a
name of
whole
your ministry?
Crossing Jordan Ministries, and we do have
Okay.
a Facebook page, so I can give you that at the end. But it's Crossing
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah.
Ministries. We've been in
Okay.
ministry for, and I don't want to get this wrong because my husband is watching, but I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
been 17 years.
Wow.
We
That's
both
a
been
long
struggling.
time. And how long y'all been married? Up to
20, 23 years.
23 years. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
23
beautiful
years.
thing.
We
That's
glued at this point, silent.
that's
But
beautiful. It's possible, y'all. It's possible. Just can't give up on each other.
no,
And keep
that's
on
one thing
loving each other even when you don't feel like it.
right,
That's
right,
beautiful.
right.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
definitely.
Love is
But
patient.
the ministry is great. The people that are in the ministry
Yeah.
accept us, for who
Yeah.
we are. We street.
Mhm.
I don't believe that condemnation is going to bring people to salvation.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to fire and brimstone you if you
Yeah.
come into church and you
Uh-huh.
might be messed up, because we have to look at where we had came from.
Yeah.
You know, I man, go to church and you smell like cigarettes,
Yeah.
and people start and
Yeah.
whereas on us it's like, okay,
Yeah.
something that the Lord, over a period of time the Lord gonna work on that.
That's
You
right.
gotta allow God to do his work. We can't
That's
condemn
right.
everybody and get them in, but it's just the ministry of love, peace, and integrity, and that's
That's
what
right.
we stand on: love, peace,
Yeah.
and integrity. You gotta have love. Without love you can't do anything. According to Corinthians, it'll tell you you can speak in tongue,
Come
you can
on.
do whatever you want to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
and
But
shout
without what?
all around the
Love.
church, but if you don't have love
Love
or
you.
charity, is what the Bible says in the King James version, then
Yeah.
you have nothing. You
Yeah.
profit nothing. You can prophesy,
Yeah. Come
prophet,
on.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
those things. But if
Yeah.
you have not charity, it profiteth nothing. A lot of people are going out and they're not really doing things in love.
Come on.
And so the people don't feel welcome, because you remember when the church was welcoming, like you couldn't wait to get there because you felt the atmosphere of love. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something that we want. We want to try our hardest to continue to shine, you
Yeah.
know, is that love. So I take my hurt, I take my pain, all of the things that I went through, and my healing comes through helping other people to heal as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Come on.
because the more that you see someone else breaking out, it helps you break even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's a hospital, and you go to the
Yeah.
hospital. If you in a room with someone else and you see them
Yeah.
struggling, sometimes you're
Yeah.
sympathetic. Oh, their
Yeah.
arm is messed up. Oh man, their
Yeah.
arm is messed up. But then you
Yeah.
watch them, and they're trying to get recovery in their arm, and
Yeah.
it motivates you because you see them going through pain, but they know they got to
Yeah.
get that physical therapy in order to
Yeah.
get right. You get where I'm coming
Yeah.
from?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You got to get that physical therapy and it'll help you work it, but then you'll see them getting better. Your
Yeah.
healing helps other people to heal, and other people's
That's right.
healing helps you to heal. We need each
So
other.
true. So
We need
true.
each other. And that, I
We
mean,
do.
so that, I mean, now, I mean, I have struggles in life, but how to deal with them is different when you really have a relationship with God.
Yeah.
When
That's right.
I mean, we can see this on the streets. A person who is angry and he feels that in order to rectify the situation, he needs to pull out a gun and he needs to shoot that person to end it, versus sitting down and trying to understand or communicate with your brother so that you can, gain that person back.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So, I mean, all of those things help me, and that's what I want to do now that I'm at the point where I know I'm stable. Help my kids, help my
Yeah.
grandbaby now, because I
Yeah.
got
Yeah. Yeah. They so
grandbabies,
beautiful.
and help them to see the same things. Set up something that I didn't get when my mother passed away. There was no money transfer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing that we don't necessarily think about.
That's true.
That's why you see a lot of the GoFundMe's and all of
That's true.
those different things when people pass away.
It's
I
very
want
true.
I want to break some generational curses.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell
Come
my kids grew up, and I constantly would tell my kids over and over again, let's break these generational curses. Now, see,
on.
let's break that. Let's break that curse. Let's break that curse. This curse is in our family. We got to identify and break these curses.
Come on now. You better change. Come on.
You
Change the generation.
you got to. So I'm speaking, and you know what I'm gonna tell you, I don't see it like how I thought I would see it right now.
Yeah.
But that's where the faith and the patience comes in, and those fruit of the spirit, which are very,
Yeah.
very important when it comes down to us living life. We gonna need
That's
every now
right.
and then a little bit of patience. So I
That's
may not
right.
see it today, but my faith is that my daughters, my kids will be 10 times greater, 10 times more anointed, 10 times more
Come
power,
on.
able to slay demons just by
Yeah.
looking at them. I want them to get
Yeah.
to a point where everything, my whole entire lifestyle, the things that I went through, the things that I journeyed through, that they saw, the heartaches, the
Yeah.
headaches,
Yeah.
all of that they saw me go through will help to be a pillar of strength for them, so that the journeys that they face will be a lot better than what I ended up having to go through. And
Yeah.
I guess that's what it's all about. So
Wow.
healing healing comes through healing other people, man.
Yeah. That's right. Do you have anything coming up? Any projects coming up?
You know what? I'm working on it right now.
Yeah.
I gotta actually talk to one of my mentors, and I have to call her tomorrow. Phoebe Hines, who is a great, phenomenal singer and was out there. I really admire her because she did a lot of great music with a lot of great
Yeah.
people. But I also take her advice because she's wise and she's
Yeah.
older. I'm gonna have to talk to her concerning some
Yeah.
things too,
Yeah.
because I'm trying to get something good. I want something effective, but I'm not interested in trying to be industry, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Sometimes it's better
Yeah.
to go and do this underground stuff because
Uh-huh.
I need to reach people who are not interested in the overground. People want
Yeah.
entertainment on this side,
Yeah.
but underground wants knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They want life.
Yeah.
They want,
Yeah.
energy. And
Yeah.
that's what I want to talk about. Talk about end times. Because I think a lot of people are missing some signs.
And that's probably what God, put that burden in your heart to share with us in this season or this season coming. You know, He
Yeah.
put that in your heart to share with us. So you getting ready.
Yeah.
You have such an amazing voice. And I love this song. What is it? In Your Presence?
Yeah.
That I played on the thing because I was trying to
Yeah.
find one of your songs to put, as I promoted it. And that was amazing. I love the what you call it, island vibe. What this called?
Afrobeats.
Afrobeat. I like Afrobeat.
Yeah. You
Is that a part of your sound?
no, let me check this out. So I switched my name. For years, I was under Sarita Campbell. Um,
Who I always don't be forgetting that's you.
Now
Yeah.
you gotta look that up. There is like, I don't know how many of them I have on the platform, but I've
Oh,
got about 15 albums all together.
under that
Um,
name.
Under Sarita Campbell, I've got probably about, how many do you think I got online? There's some other ones that I chose not to upload,
Yeah.
but there's at least 10 albums, like I don't know how many singles under Sarita Versatile Campbell or Sarita Campbell. It's like three names out there. Um, when I knew that I had healed from the situation,
Yeah.
depression, I changed my name to Phoenix Versatile.
Okay.
So Phoenix Versatile has only been an artist for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Before then, I was under the name of Sarita Campbell. So I know that can
Oh.
be confusing to some people, but Milwaukee knows me as Sarita Campbell.
Oh,
That
wow.
I know. And to try to switch it over, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna let them keep on calling me Sarita Campbell. But out here, most people know me as Phoenix Versatile on the
Yeah.
social media platform.
and I didn't, pump you up and let them know how beautiful, amazing you are as an artist. I was just wondering if it was anything you want to, spit for us or sing for us or
Yeah,
share
I
with us or
wanna.
do for us. Because I want
I
them to experience you.
I'm not gonna sing tonight. I do got a show tomorrow
Okay.
that I'm gonna get prepared for. However, spitting bars,
Okay.
I can shoot for some bars. I
Okay,
got a
counsel.
song called American Dream, and this one actually is under Sarita Versatile Campbell's name.
Okay.
But I think that the message behind this song is like really, really, really now is present.
Okay. Okay.
So
So you gonna do that for us?
yep.
All right, y'all. Y'all share it. Somebody need to hear it.
Uh, I gotta set it to the Bluetooth. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right, baby. I understand. Put you on the spot. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Archie. Thank you, Rusty, Cohen.
I got to, man, I didn't even, I am so sorry. I didn't even say
Butler.
anything to the people.
Oh, that's all right. This the chance. Hey, Butler, thank you for tuning in.
Do you know how to switch it? I'm gonna have to literally go and do it.
That's fine.
So you want to take this
So
one?
y'all share. She finna do a spit some bars for us. So like one of my
There.
spiritual mothers say, your timeline could be somebody's
Okay.
lifeline. So share this
Oh,
to
this one wasn't. Is
somebody
it?
need to hear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now let me try it again.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear the music?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hey.
Spitting bars. Yeah, all of this living the savage and living the lavish and rocking them fabrics and stunting on average. Underpaid, underprivileged Americans that act like they ain't never had nothing like poor kids. Spend their whole earnings trying to keep up with Trey and them. Mama working double overtime just to pay rent. Gotta turn tricks just to pay off the other bills. Government funding stop. Poverty hit the block. Teach them the dope game. Sell it on your block. Kill up the neighborhood. Poison and gunshots. Call it a come up from making them bodies drop. Blah. But this is the American dream, land of the free. Some of these brothers still stuck in them chains. Yeah, stuck in these old Babylonian ways, praising the dollar while filling these graves. PTSD got us going insane and we hungry. Yo, listen, yo, I'm not a lover of the money, but that don't mean that I don't want to stack it up. A wise man knows that he stores his riches up. Stack them riches so the future know we coming up. Yeah, it's grind time, it's shine time. We built this country from the ground up. It's our time, it's time to win. Rise up, carry your bet, it's time to win. No time for setbacks, we coming in. Distractions eliminated until we see the truth. We can never be elevated. I want my kids to tell their kids that I am a history maker. Teach them how to build off the bricks that our ancestors gave us. I know the struggle is real. I know the pain that we feel. Poverty was meant to take us out, but we rising still. We can get the money with our minds, we ain't gotta kill. Time to level up and get the money so we can build. It's time to build a future, yeah. But this is the American dream. Land of the free. Some of these brothers still stuck in these chains. Yeah, digging up roads that our ancestors paved. Stuck in these old Babylonian ways. Praising the dollar while filling these graves. PTSD got us going insane and we hungry, so blue ships keep calling. It's time to build a future up. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Let the future know we coming up. It's time to build a future.
Come
That's
on.
my bars.
Come on now. I love it. I love it. I
That's
love
my
it.
bars.
Come on now, Phoenix. So I appreciate that. I'm happy about, what God has done in your journey, healing you, from those broken places, those abandonment wounds, that trauma, and just bless you, with a significant other, a husband that you can grow with and do purpose with and raise a godly family with.
Amen.
That's what I'm striving for. That's what we all striving for. And just, if you're watching, just be Know that there is hope on the other side of abandonment. There's hope on the other
Amen.
side of rejection. There's hope on the other side of losing a loved one. There's hope. Even when you feel like you're at your lowest of lows, God will lift you up. Like they say, you're never too low for God to
Amen.
bring you up. You're never too far
That is
away
the truth.
where God can't pull you in. Just seek Him. Seek
Amen.
Him.
I want to
And
thank you for having me up here today
yeah,
because I heard your music first in like 2000 and I want to say 2006. Somebody I ended up getting a mixtape
yeah, 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 yeah.
right before you came out with Lita May Show.
Yeah, the Leader Make Show
That
mixtape.
yes,
That's one of
which
my
had
favorites.
it's mine too. I promise.
Yeah,
And it ain't on there. So I
it's
I
not.
feel I feel privileged that I actually got that. Them two Yin Yang twins did the whisper
Yeah,
song, and then you did that on the mixtape. And
yeah,
then right
that's right.
after that, it switched over. And I'm a musician, right?
Yeah,
So when I heard the change, the glass broke, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then dance,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
dance.
yeah.
And
That's
you
the
start singing.
music.
Yes.
I know
Yes. When
that's
I tell you, you
something.
put out some hits,
Yeah,
you put out some hits. And
yeah.
I thank God for you on that. I used to sit back, listen to your music, be like, man, one day I'm gonna meet her. I promise she's
Wow,
dope. I said that like 15 years ago.
wow, Lord.
Like 15 years. That's how long since MySpace.
Wow.
I followed you on MySpace,
Yeah,
listened
my
to
faith.
you remember that?
Yes,
You
Lord.
can't even get in there. That just shows my age too, so I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
no
yeah,
more.
yeah. Those were some
But
good times.
you definitely blessed my soul. And
Wow.
even back then you were reaching women, trying to teach them wisdom,
Yeah, yeah,
self-control, and how to
yeah,
not get caught up in the petty,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And
It's a
now
beautiful
with what
time.
yes, with what you're doing
Yeah,
now. So I thank God for you. I'm a fan.
yeah. And I
Throw that
just
out
want
there.
to thank God. Yeah, would be no show. This show wouldn't even be here had I not went through what I went through.
And that's
And
true.
have to build my life back over from zero and learning to love me, and which is
Right.
built on who God says I am and not
Right.
on who man says I am. And you can't go wrong when you build your life on who God says you are. That would never
Right.
change.
That's
Never.
a great structure. That one
That would
can't
never.
be broken. That's unbreakable.
Listen, it can't be broken. So learn, you matter. If you watch and know that you matter, know that God loves you. You're already chosen. You're already valued. You're already accepted by God. You don't have to go out here looking to get chose by nobody. You don't have to go out here looking for your value. God has already valued you and chosen you. And
That
so
is true.
build your life on that love, on a love that will never fold, and it'll change your life. So
Yes.
thank you for sharing your journey to self love, and
Amen.
loving you and doing your thing and trying to walk this walk, walk this journey.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate it.
having me. I see a lot of people, Rusty Saunders,
Yeah,
great
you see?
musician. Yeah, Rusty, awesome musician,
Yeah,
songwriter, um, everything. He's a boss. He's a boss. Cohen Rogers up here, another amazing artist. Shout
yeah.
out to them. Rebecca Finch, one of my BFs.
Come
Uh,
on.
um, man, my mama, my spiritual mama here in
Yeah,
Milwaukee. Peggy Burks is up here. This
that's so
this
beautiful.
woman, this woman is a bad woman. You hear me?
Come on
She
now.
she, she turned 70 years old, and I feel older than her.
Wow.
She
Out here getting it.
she bad. She bad. I hope I can be like that when I get
Come
her
on.
age, and she still be wearing them stilettos.
Oh, I can't. I can't do
So
it. Give me
shout
some
out,
wedges.
huh?
Give me some
Uh,
wedge heels, baby.
right. So
I can't do
shout
it.
out to Crossing Jordan Ministries, which is
Yeah.
our ministry here. Hopefully one day soon we can bring you to come and bless us here in
Oh yeah.
Milwaukee. We want to probably wait till it get a little cooler, cause you know
Yeah. Yeah.
Milwaukee. Milwaukee be doing
I would
some
love
rough
to.
stuff.
I don't think I've ever been to Milwaukee.
Are you
So,
serious? Oh, you gotta
mm-mm.
come. It's lovely. You
I
can eat
know.
plenty of cheese.
Oh, wow. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Just but yeah, shout out to Crossing Jordan Ministries. Shout
Yeah.
out to everybody that tuned in today.
Yeah. And anything you want to say or share before we get out of here?
Man, let's spread love for real. Let's change the whole entire atmosphere of the world.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
bring love, spread love, even when you don't feel like it, when you don't want to. Spread love. You have no idea how you will change a person's life just by showing love.
That is so true. Wow, that's beautiful. Any websites, anything you want them to know about?
My website, www.saritacampbell.com. You can hit me up on Instagram, Sarita Campbell 3G, or Phoenix Versatile, because I did set up a Phoenix Versatile page.
Yeah, yeah.
On Facebook is Sarita Campbell or Phoenix Versatile, and I have a Phoenix Versatile 2 page and a Phoenix Versatile
Okay.
music. So just tell them
Okay.
if you Google
Google.
Sarita Versatile Campbell or Google Phoenix Versatile. You'll get the information that you need, hopefully. And if not, then inbox me because I'm definitely not that type of person. Holler at me. We can
All
talk.
right now. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. God bless you. Wishing you the best. Wishing you much success. International vibes coming your way in the name of
Amen.
Jesus.
In the
Yes.
name of
So,
Jesus.
all
Same
right.
to
Thank
you.
y'all. Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, thank you for watching the Self Love Journey.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye, y'all. Love you.